talk about this one right now. Matt Leinart and Richard Jefferson, my dogs. They went out there and they had some hilarious skit where they were just talking about we're sports broadcasters and talking about some of the duties of a sports broadcaster, talking about some of the perceptions of a sports broadcaster, but talking all things sports broadcaster. So take a listen to this. It's hilarious.
We're sports broadcasters. Of course we're going to criticize players way better than us. We're sports broadcasters. I have an opinion about everything. We're sports broadcasters. Yes, we have votes for MVP, even though we weren't even all-stars. We're sports broadcasters. Every time I have a great opinion... Wait, really quickly, I just have something that I want to say. We're sports broadcasters. Everybody hates us on Twitter, but wants to hang out with us in real life. We're sports broadcasters. We both didn't make it in our sport. That's why we talk about it. Whoa. I played 17 years. We're sports broadcasters. We have to watch every game, even sports we didn't play. We're sports broadcasters. We're not biased, but we're biased. We're sports broadcasters. Of course I'm going to tell you what it takes to win a championship, even though I didn't win one. We're sports broadcasters. We laugh with the guys we used to compete against, even though we hate them.
Okay, so y'all have all y'all. First of all, I want y'all to pause right now. No, actually don't pause. Just think about it. Y'all can do two things at once. Rank the top three things you heard right there. I was cracking up. I'll give you my honorable mention before I give you my top three. My honorable mention was we're not biased, but we're biased. And the reason it wasn't top three is because everybody's biased. I'm biased. No matter how 100 I'm keeping it 100 from a lens and an experience and a perspective that was built. And guess what? We all built different, right? We're all uniquely the same. But the unique part is, who else from where I'm from? Who else grew up like I grew up? Who else saw what I saw? Nobody. Not a single soul. That's why I hate group thinking. That's why I hate group thought. That's why I don't group myself up with nobody. Hey, whatever. All right, yeah. You can think we together, but we ain't. I'll be on the same team with you. I'm like, fool, we don't kick it like that. We just the same team. You don't believe me? Watch when you get traded or watch when I get cut. You ain't called me. I ain't called you. Like, stop it with this, right? So it's okay. Everybody wants to feel comfortable around something else, so they gonna say it's theirs. But reality, we know what it is. You leave that job, how many people you still talking to? How many people you still talk to from the first grade? Remember your mama rushing you to every party? Oh, that's your friend. That's your best friend. Mama ain't gonna know this fool in 6 years. So I'm not with that. But I thought that was hilarious because we're not biased. We're not supposed to be. But we're all biased. Even if you keep it at 100 objective, you're still biased. Okay, now here are my top three. I don't know how to rank them. I'm just going to say them, and then y'all tell me where to rank them, okay? What it takes to win a championship, even though I didn't win one. We're sports broadcasters. I never won a championship. I used to crack up, like literally stir up a little bit and say it too, like, dog, we in the playoffs. I'm 0 for 3 in the playoffs. I'm over here criticizing Aaron Rodgers. For what? Dog, and look, it's not helping my career by saying for what, but it's reality. Like, ain't you sitting there like, why this dude telling me? And people at home won as many playoff games as I did. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what are we doing here? But then I'm sitting next to somebody who didn't even play. So I'm like, well, I could talk more than you. Or you weren't good at all, so I could talk more than you. But even if he sucks in this game, kind of beat me, right? So that cracks me up. Another one that cracks me up is we're sports broadcasters and we criticize players way better than us. Now, that wasn't always the playoffs talk, right? Sometimes in the playoffs, I'm better than somebody, but their team is better. So I didn't feel so bad about that. But when dudes, future Hall of Famers have a bad game. You got to do your job, right? Do your job. Keep it in perspective, homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can watch a great game from a player. Me, some of my great games, right? One game I had 2 sacks and a forced fumble, tackle for loss in the first 3 plays. Had a great game. Killed him. Buffalo. I was in San Diego playing against my old team, Buffalo. Destroyed them. You know how many bad plays I had in that game? The game was 75 plays. I just named 3. And that 2 sacks and a forced fumble, tackle for loss, that's a game. That is 3 plays out of 75. There are 72 other ones we haven't talked about. And let me just tell you, I lost contain here, missed an assignment there, didn't hustle fully there. So you imagine, no one has played a perfect game. I know y'all gonna say the Yankees, what was his name? Rivera, he did. Stop it. That was one inning. Or no one does. Baseball, even in baseball, they get hit. Suckers just be hitting it. Sometimes they hit it 300 and somebody catch it, right? Or sometimes you just see a whole game. You're like, man, that ain't perfect. Like a lot of balls in there, right? A lot of tip fouls, etc., almost in play. But when you watch football, it's never, I mean never. I don't care who, name them. No one's ever had a perfect game. No one. No one. Not for real. Not for real. Like, I know the assignment was missed. I don't care if they went 5 for 5 throwing the ball. No running back ever. Quarterbacks got a shot because they could not miss a pass, but that could have been their bad read, the third read. You should have went to the first read. You would have had a touchdown. Instead, you just got a little 4-yard completion. You get it? So that one cracks me up when we're sitting up there holier than thou, and we are criticizing players way better than us. And let me just tell you this. When you see them in real life, they remind you. They be like, hey, dog, for real? All they got to say is, for real? Like this. You ever see somebody go like this? For real? Like that. That's how it goes. And the other one I love is everyone, this is for y'all. Everybody hates us on Twitter, but want to hang with us in real life. Ah, man, I have this conversation so many times. I have never in my life have ever experienced someone physically in my personal space or proximity diss me. And I know y'all diss me on comments. I know y'all diss me on Twitter. I know y'all diss me and curse me out at your house and nobody can hear it or your boys hear it. But I have never. Now, some people say, oh, because you big. Now, I say this because I tell my wife this and I tell everybody else I know that's in front of a camera. Oh, they going to clown you when they ain't around you. But when they near you, oh, they going to be like, ah, can I? You know, people have been caught up in firestorms. You know, everybody, it seems like, lighting them up. Wow. And then you see that person out in the middle of that firestorm. And guess what people are doing? All around them, clamoring. Name them. Name whatever you want. Name them. Still, everywhere they go. And then at the same time, how dare you? Because y'all some punks. Like, it's just simple. Like people ain't going to keep the same energy. I don't know why that's a phrase that's so often used when so few you actually live it. Keep the same energy. That's why I'm lighthearted, because I'm going to keep this energy. I don't act gangster and then get in front of you and then be like, hey, no. I'm not tripping, dog, even if you think I am. I'm not tripping. I got itty bitties to take care of. They come before you. So I laugh when I see people diss me, because I'm like, as soon as I see them at the snack stand, they're going to be like, hey, Wiley. Now, I tell you how people do diss you in public. They don't look at you. They don't talk to you. They ignore you. They be like, But where's that energy? You didn't ignore me when I was on air and you were writing. Oh, you sorry ass motherfucker. You wasn't ignoring me then. But when I see you, I ain't sorry ass motherfucker. You know who I am? I see it. That's why you spilled your drink. Doing this. Scary ass. So those are the three. You tell me what y'all think about those. I thought it was hilarious, but true. A lot of it, right? We need more of this humor in sports. We need more of that self-deprecating humor. Like, okay, let me come from the mountaintops and act like I'm just a normal person still, because that's the people. Those are the people I know, and that's the sports media I love. And RJ did a good job of downplaying his career. RJ was a man. RJ was a dude in the league. We all know that. And Matt Leinart, I don't care what he did in the league. That sucker set the college world on fire to the point where he always going to eat off of that. Boss.